What is going on, everybody? Brick Builder here, and welcome back to a brand new Bed Wars video today on the channel. If you guys do enjoy, make sure that like button and subscribe, but let's get right on into it. So, recently a ton of YouTubers, and when I say a ton, I mean a ton, like a metric crap ton of YouTubers have been making Bed Wars videos talking about the best way to bridge. And while I do agree this is a great way to inform some people on how to get better at Bed Wars, there's a lot of people who learn differently than that. Some players and some people in general learn better from being told what to do, and others learn better from being told what not to do. So this video is the what not to do if you want to be good at bridging. This is the worst bridge you can do in Bed Wars and how you should definitely try to learn to improve it. And you'll be seeing in this video like the disadvantages of bridging like this. Look at how slow this type of bridge is. It works for sure, yes, and it's better than not knowing how to bridge at all. But it's just such a bad bridge design that you don't want to do it for so many different reasons. You want to do a jitter bridge, a ninja bridge, a speed bridge, etc. Any type of better bridging, you definitely want to learn. Because although this bridge works, it works really bad. If you can learn something like this person over here who's trying to do the shift bridging, but then ended up falling in the void, that will help you out so much in the long run. It's a really good thing to try to learn if you get the chance. There's so many different types of bridging out there that if one doesn't work for you, you can feel free to try a different type. But definitely learning any other type of bridge is better than this one. You definitely should take advantage of that and go ahead and do it if you can. So we're gonna go like this here. We gotta be careful though. Okay. Gotta keep them. Hopefully get them in the void. Okay, good. And then we gotta go for their bed. Now, there's a reason you want to do faster bridging. There's so many different reasons, but the first big one is speed is important in a game like this. Going fast is very important. It's just going to help you out overall in so many different ways. Being able to go fast is definitely a thing you want to do. The faster you can get from point A to point B in a game like Bed Wars, the better. Speed is crucial to winning a game like this because you need to go faster than all the other players to grab resources and such. You can't really go much faster if you're using like the worst bridge in the game. So learning how to properly bridge is a huge thing you want to do. Thankfully we finally killed that person, but if we didn't, they probably wouldn't be able to get to our base because they would be able to effectively bridge over faster than we would respawn. The speed advantage they'd have there is vital to their success, and if we could have bridged faster, which, I mean, I can bridge faster, but to prove that, you know, this bridging method's terrible, I'm showing it off in this video. Like, personally, I generally go for sneak bridging. That's the bridging I prefer to use. It works the best. You just shift, unshift, shift, unshift, and it works pretty well. It's definitely not the fastest by any imagination, but getting faster is better than being not as fast. See, this is very slow, it's very weak, it's very ineffective, and although it works, it doesn't work very well. So we want to go a little bit faster if we can. So we're gonna go ahead and try to take on a base, likely the white base over here, or maybe even just go for the cleanup after these two people have a little fight. I think that's even a better strategy. Like, you guys can engage in PvP. And then I'll whip on in over here and boom, look at me just stealing all of this stuff. And then I can go like that and get sharpness. And then I can go ahead and throw another trap onto my base. I can go ahead and just straight up buy diamond armor because look at all this stuff we have. But it's definitely important you learn to bridge good. So if you don't know how to learn to bridge good because you've never done it before, definitely just watch a tutorial. Like, look up different bridging methods. There's so many videos that YouTubers have been making on this that you'll be sure to find like a YouTuber, a Bed Wars YouTuber who is teaching everybody how to bridge effectively. There's just so many different people who are making these videos. This is the way that you don't want to do it because you need to be able to get from point A to point B fastest. Another thing is you want to have access to grabbing the resources quickly. That's another thing you want to have, and you don't really get access to that if you have very bad and ineffective bridging skills. Like, if I want to quickly get back to my base bridging like this, it's so bad. By the time I get to middle, I could have already been halfway at my base by now. But not because I'm using the bad bridging. That's the thing. This bridging is very bad, it's very ineffective, you don't want to use it if you can learn something new. just because of the sheer speed you get with it. It's newbie, it's not as nice. So you want to learn a new type of bridge, and they're relatively easy to learn. The easiest one I would recommend learning is shift bridging, because it's the second easiest bridge to do, and it's all about timing. And then it doesn't really have a lot to do with your overall like skill level as far as CPS go and stuff. It's more of a just, can you shift and unshift at the right time, which is a lot more learnable for players, new players who are learning, you know, how to do this whole bridging thing. Because trust me, before I started playing this game like good, I used to do the same thing. I would just bridge like however I would bridge ineffectively, and I would just say, okay, well, whatever, this is how I'm gonna play. But once you learn these new bridging methods, you get so good, you become a high star and all that stuff. Because you don't become a high star player generally bridging ineffectively. The faster you bridge, the easier it is to win games, and the easier it is to win games, the faster you can grind up your star level. So if you're gonna go for high star, you most certainly need, and it's not even a want, it's a need, to have a really fast bridging method that works for you. It's very important. It's just skillful overall to have one. It's just gonna help you out in the long run over a ton of other players. So if you can bridge effectively, it's quite huge, truthfully. Like, look, I want to quickly get over to red right now while red's over at blue. But because I'm bridging like this, I'm so slow that by the time I do that, red already died, is now back at their base. You know what I mean? That's like point A, point B. Also, look at this. They're going to be able to jump onto this bridge now, and I have to run back, and I can't really engage in any combat right now because of the fact that, you know, I have to wait for them to like fall in the void like they did there or something else. Now, blue might be rushing us potentially. That's probably what they're doing. If I had to assume, but it's okay if they do, since we're going for red right now, and we can technically afford to lose a, you know, bet. It's whatever at this point. And we go ahead and go like that, and then we hit him once, and boom, final, killed. And now we just have to go ahead and kill blue. So I'm gonna jump in the void for this. Imagine if they broke the bed as I'm jumping in the void. That'd be terrible. But we're gonna go back to our base. That way, if they do come, we'll be ready for them, just because that's definitely not a good thing. Yeah, see, they're definitely right here. So we're gonna have to final kill them before they break the bed, and we managed to win the game, thankfully. If we used a faster bridging method, though, we probably would have won faster. We probably would have got more kills. We probably would have been better overall. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in another Bed Wars video.